What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep. What recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow? Hey guys, today is Thursday, December 15th. We're halfway through December and there's only 10 days left before Christmas, okay? If you got some Christmas shopping to do it now, alright? You try to order a lot of stuff online right now, it won't come before Christmas. So either order it today or plan on, heading out somewhere and going out to get that Christmas gift, all right? Don't be that guy or a girl who like, oh, it's going to be coming after Christmas because nah, just go. Anyway, guys, you guys know the drill, okay? Sit back, relax, put your feet up, and yeah, let's get into today's topic. Oh, wait, that's not what I was supposed to say. Allow me to lay it on you. Psych! As I was editing this video, everything got cleared up, so the announcement is finally here. Guys, your boy has new merch. Bam! A beanie that says Omni on it and has a freaking cup on there as well too. The little kitty cat mug that we still can't get made quite yet, but my first official merch that actually has my name on it. I guess I should put this on, right? So you guys can see it on my head. Holy crap, it looks good. It looks freaking good. I love it. Oh my God. But yeah guys, just a hat, just a beanie. That's it. It's only $19.99. If you guys want to come cop one, come through. There's not going to be a lot. Weareitomni.com. That's my website. I know, pretty clever. And you guys can grab it for $19.99. I said, finally, you guys can allow me to lay it on you with the all-new limited edition Omni beanie. It's super comfy, and there's a cute kitty mug tag on the side. Caught one before it sells out. So yeah, if you guys, want to support me, you want your favorite YouTuber on a very, very comfortable hat, beanie that you can wear at all times, come through and do so. And also, if you don't want to be cringe and you don't, like, I don't want a YouTuber name on my hat, the word Omni in itself means all and everything all at once. Okay, it has a lot of different meanings as well, so it stands for itself. So even if you don't like me, the word is pretty dope as well. So all right, screw it. Let's just get into one of the big chunky wongies of the day. Okay, my boy Gerald said, hey Omni, I know you tweeted about it earlier today, but I want to hear what your take is on this situation. Also, I Isu and I love the vids. Hope you've been doing well. Thank you so much, Gerald. I'm glad that you guys love the vids. I appreciate y'all watching, man. I've been doing okay. All right, this is the one that's gotten a lot of people big baby rage mad, including myself. Okay, I didn't know there was a follow-up video plus an apology or something like this, but you got to sit back and watch this whole thing. You're gonna be so freaking flabbergasted. This tweet that absolutely blew up from Alicia, aka @MissNerdyCurvy, said, I know that I'm also in the wrong a little for saying, well, my mom died in a stream after being asked where have I been, but the response just isn't it, fam. I made a tweet longer thingy to share a little background, but here you go. Now I'm not going to read the tweet longer, but I'm going to show you guys the clip that has been pissing off the entire internet in case you've missed it. And there's also apparently a follow-up apology and then a follow-up non-apology. So we got a three-part series going on here. So what you're going to see here is that this guy basically asked how everyone was doing and asked specifically how Miss Nerdy Curvy was doing, in which she replied, well, my mom died.
In Spanish, and it's chef's kiss. All right. Curvy, where the f you been? Oh my God. Well, tell you what, Miss Dirty Curvy, you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to talk about it in my chat because it's Friday, and that is a whole big bucket of bummer. And I'm sorry for your loss, but we're not doing that in my chat.
What, bucket of bummer?
Thank you. Well, okay, Miss Dirty Curvy, you said, no, that's fine. You asked, so I told. No, I didn't ask you to tell me the biggest bummer news in the world. I said, hey, what's up? How are you? You know what? Let me give you a little bit of a lesson, Miss Nerdy Curvy. When something really, really bad is going on in your life and in a public forum.
It's interesting, right? If one of my followers just told me that their mother died, one of the worst things that can happen to you in your life, right? That's interesting that this guy's next reflex response is, oh, bro, come on, that's a bummer. Why would you tell me such a freaking thing? Here, listen, I know that you're mourning the loss of your mother, your parental figure. However, let me tell you a lesson in etiquette about how you should not tell people about your feelings, especially when they're being asked to you.
Someone asks you, hey, what's up? How are you? There are two acceptable responses.
Acceptable.
Good, and you know what? I'll make it through. That's it.
Okay. Pause on this as well. I don't know if you guys know me or if you watched me long enough, but one of my pet peeves is whenever anybody ever tells me how I should live my life. Period. When someone says this is acceptable or this is what you should do, like in terms of and imposing their beliefs and their values onto you, that, oh my God, grinds my gears to a freaking T, okay? I'm all about the life, about letting people live, do what they want, and try not to hurt people in the process, right? But kind of imposing your values onto another person, and specifically in this situation, on somebody who watches you, who's also a person who's been supporting you, like this is absolutely wild.
How are you? Good? Or, you know what? I'll make it through. Awesome. Love to hear it. See, there you go. Or Prom's response. Yeah, I said, Prom, how are you doing? She says, I'm alive. There you go. Oh, I asked you where you were. Look, Mr. Curvy. I'm just subtly trying to tell you that unloading really heavy news in people's chats on Twitch is not like good etiquette. It's not the place to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. That's it. I figured this is a good opportunity to inform you. Heavy news like that, when someone asks, hey, where have you been? You don't need to tell them, well, my dog died, my husband left me for a younger woman, my house burnt down, and my car got stolen. So I've been a little bit busy. That's why I haven't been around. Because it's like, oh, God, like, ugh.
I love that, like, okay, two things here. Number one, I love that the whole focus is on him, right? He's asking his chat, how's everyone doing? And then someone gives him news that he doesn't want to hear. And then he's like, oh, that's bumming me out, right? There's at no point in time is he taking in any kind of consideration the actual legit feelings of his supporters and his followers in which he asks how they were feeling. At no point in time. It is literally directly about, oh, this is making me feel not good. Oh, this is giving the chat a sour mood. Like, bro. And number two, I think I already made a tweet saying something similar like this, but all this man's had to say was, oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear about that. My condolences. And kept it moving. That's it. That's all he had to do. That's literally less than 5 seconds of energy that he had to expound on this. If he didn't want to sour up or bummer the mood. I'm a Twitch streamer, okay? I stream and people tell me bad news all the time. And when I hear it, I don't sit there and go like, God dang it, freaking Albert 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know how that's the first Twitch thing that came out. But god damn it, man. Why did you tell me this bad news, bro? But I also understand the concept of trauma dumping, okay? The trauma dumping is like a concept that people have created when you have a person come to you and, you know, out of nowhere just dump like all of these massive amounts of just information to you about their own trauma unasked for, and usually just without any kind of consent. Just basically like, hey, by the way, did you know? And then bam, 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 and suddenly you're a therapist, which I understand and agree with. But this man asked the question and said, how are you guys doing? That's literally what's called a vibe check, okay? Literally giving people consent to tell you how they feel. And then you are mad that the feelings that they are giving you is energy that you don't want to receive, which is whack.
Oh, like, you know, like if someone asks, like, hey, what's up? Where have you been? And it's heavy, just be like, I had a bunch of shit going on, so I've been lying low for a little while. Got it. That's it.
For contrast, by the way, guys, this is DrDisrespect, and he heard some bad news as well from his chat on a Friday as well, and this is how he responded.
My mother to cancer recently, and your audiobook in particular has helped me stay sane-ish during all this time. You're the best doctor ever. Hey, Casino Royale, man, sorry to hear about your loss. That sucks. That is not a fun time, huh? Damn.
Nah.
Well, I appreciate you being in the arena. Especially on a Friday. We're the champs. We get a little crazy. We get a little...
Man said, yo, man, I'm sorry for your loss. That freaking sucks. It's on a Friday too, but I appreciate you being here. Like, normal response from somebody who actually cares about the people in the community. And so the name of the Twitch streamer WeFoundTheBody said, hey, I made a video to reply to all of the nice folks on Twitter. Check it out. It's short as only 8 minutes now. I don't know if you guys want me to sit here and go through an 8-minute video about him, you know, I guess apologizing something for Twitter, but I am curious. So I'm going to watch enough of it until I get bored or I get checked out. Mind you, the video is unlisted. I don't know if it was ever public. It has 4,000 dislikes. Compared to like 80, I ain't never seen a dislike bar like this. God dang, that joke looks like it's just been reversed. Oh my God.
Twitter, good morning. I have something that I prepared, something that I've written down that I'd like to share with you guys. and it's right here on my screen. So if I'm, glancing from the camera down to the screen from time to time.
All right, shut up. Just get to it, okay?
I decided to make a video to address this whole situation regarding my reaction to someone's grief comments in my chat that have gained traction on Twitter, which is, why we're here, is why we're doing this. There's a few things that I'd like to make clear about the matter at hand. Firstly, it is well known in my channel that I do not tolerate heavy news, drama, or trauma dumping, if you will, being entered or dropped into the chat.
It's well known that his channel does not tolerate heavy news. It's like, this man's like all positive energy. And if you have anything to say, yo, man, I broke my leg today. Banned. Yo, man, I'm not feeling too good. I just caught COVID. How dare... Banned. I don't want to hear that heavy news, bro.
It has been discussed and explained and made clear many times while I've been live over the last 4+ years that I've been on Twitch. I also have a rather lengthy text command that appears frequently and explains this in my chat in words, maybe for anyone that doesn't have volume on or maybe is hearing impaired. Regulars know this information well. The people that come to my channel often, they know this. They see it all the time. So that's something that I want to make sure everyone understands.
Okay, so if you, like I said, I let people do people things, right? And I guess if this guy is a streamer and he's saying, look, I don't want to hear grief or sad news or heavy news. I just don't want to, because I don't want to. That's him putting a line, drawing a line in the sand and saying, I don't want this in my life, okay? However, when you ask people how they are doing, how are you doing? Literally asking a person specifically, where have you been? And they said, well, my mom died. Let's literally just answer your question, right? It's like, yeah, that's where I've freaking been. You asked me the question. You have given up the whole concept, and you've opened yourself up to the realm of someone giving you news that might be particularly bad. And that's what occurred here.
Secondly, the clip that this individual has provided was edited and chopped up to cut out a lot of the context and dialogue required, I feel.
Okay.
To fairly assess the matter as it truly unfolded.
That's fair.
You've seen the edit, but what it doesn't show is that twice I didn't acknowledge her comments about the deceased family member on purpose. I read them to myself, but didn't react in depth in an attempt to simply avoid having the stream temporarily hijacked by this type of heavy, serious trauma commenting. It wasn't until the third time that she brought it up in chat and expressed how horrible life has been that I reacted to it the way that I did. One very important detail that I think I should share is that this individual has been spoken to about this before. This is not the first time that she's violated the expectation that people not share heavy news in my channel.
All right, so saying this is a repeat offender, person who comes in here and constantly comes in and shares information. If that's the case, just ban her or ignore her. That's it. That's literally it. Ban her and or ignore her. Because as you guys just saw from DrDisrespect, sorry for your loss, my condolences. Keep it moving.
Previously, she shared in my chat very personal, detailed, potentially triggering comments regarding a toxic relationship that she was involved in. And this was approximately a year and some months ago. And at that time, I did in fact let her know that I don't appreciate or entertain that type of commenting in my channel. Her and I met in Discord. We spoke privately and discussed her relationship situation as friendly acquaintances. And she expressed to me that she understood why I don't like that sort of thing being entered into my chat.
That was a year plus ago. She talked about something that hurt her. And now you're connecting the dots with now another completely different subject. Like, this man is he's grasping for these straws.
The frustration you witnessed in that edited clip that she provided is a result of this expectation not being understood as I believed it was.
That 1 year buildup.
The frustration from having her argue in chat that she was, quote, just answering my question.
Which she was.
Even though she's been spoken to about this type of thing before, and she knows full well, she was a streamer for a time, that this type of thing is most certainly frowned upon. Dude, I'm getting follows right now. From Joe JCKS. Bro Chacho, welcome to the channel, dude. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Maybe we should just, you know what? Fuck it. We're not going to cut this out. Let's one and done. I like to say one and done. Where was I?
I don't know, man. What were you? Let me know for your apology video, please. Sorry that you've been interrupted by followers and that good information. But again, tell me how this. I'm guessing it's not an apology. It doesn't say I'm sorry. It's something for Twitter, and so far it's him just providing context. No apology whatsoever.
Oh yes. Thirdly, my third point. Yes, I'm still counting the points. Firstly, secondly, thirdly. And this is where a lot of you are gonna fucking hate me more than you already do.
Okay.
It's not my job to take on people's grief or drama while I'm live. Big or small, seemingly harmless or not. It's just not my job.
Okay.
It is my job, however, unfortunately, to have to repeatedly explain to specific individuals that they violated the channel rules and chat expectations to not share heavy, energy-changing news or drama in the chat. I understand that I was somewhat harsh and crass and insensitive to this woman.
Somewhat. You were an
I'm sorry for that. I have apologized. I'm still sorry
that's the
for it.
apology. Okay. You're sorry for being an ass. Okay.
I'm sorry for hurting her feelings and for being, cunty about it. But I'm not sorry for reminding her and others in the community to leave your baggage at the door when you enter someone's chat. I should have just skipped over her comments and moved on, but I didn't. And people make mistakes, and that happens to be one of the mistakes that I've made.
All right, I'm starting to get done with this conversation. I understand the whole concept of trauma dumped. I've streamed and I've had people share crazy news with me, and I'm like, oof, oof, oof. Like something's happening, boom, boom. I'm playing Friday Night Funkin', ba, 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 ba. We all jamming. So I'm like, hey, Omni, something bad just terribly happened, right? And all it took for me was literally like a 5, 10 second, 15 pause to be like, dang, homie, I am so sorry. I am so sorry that happened to you. Like that, I'm very, very sorry that happened to you. I hope that this stream makes you feel better. And again, if I didn't like it, if I didn't want to, I could just ban the person. I could literally, no one would even know. I was like, ban. So this man has no excuse for basically publicly shaming her in front of her own chat, man. No excuse. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's the streamer who pissed off everybody. Moral of the story, don't be an ass. And if you ask somebody how they feel, be prepared for them to tell you that they don't feel good. Okay? Literally, that's all there is to this story, man. And it's just wild, man. It's interesting to see people who are Twitch streamers who actually have followers, who have influencers and stuff like that, treat the people who follow them, who watch them, who take time out of their day to come in there and talk to them and entertain them and be a part of their views and their counts and stuff and show their ads, man. And that's how you treat it. Like this guy, unfortunately, will never, in my opinion at least, amount to something important enough, because a clear disrespect for audience is just, what are you doing? Why are you on stream? Why do you even have a community if that's how you're going to treat your people, bro? That's wild, but it is what it is. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates. A lot of people are big baby rage mad, and let me know how you guys feel about the situation as well. Do you agree with him? Do you disagree? What about the whole trauma dumping situation? Like, what are your thoughts? So, I was thinking about bringing back hot takes after I saw this tweet here. Silly Kitten the Goofy said Andrew Tate admits that he cannot read. For those of you guys who do not know, Andrew Tate, the guy who's creating a cult of usually toxic masculinity by saying like 5 things that are logical and correct, and then going back and spewing like 10 things that are just completely stupid and wrong. That's basically his whole spiel, so that he looks like he's actually a sane person, and keeps reminding people that he is rich and that he is successful, therefore you should listen to him. Well, he made a tweet here that said, reading books is for losers who are afraid to learn from life. So they try and learn from the life others have lived, but you never really learn unless you lived it. You must feel it to believe it. Books are a total waste of time, education for cowards. And as you guys probably know, man's got roasted in the quote retweets and in the replies. In fact, I think I actually have one of the most highest rated replies in this entire thread where I just said no. And I showed my boy from Reading Rainbow, LeVar Burton, who tells you guys that, hey man, take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow, man. Reading changed my life as a kid, and I stopped reading as an adult, and that's probably why I've been going downhill from there. But this man is denouncing books. Hello? Wasn't there like a something that historically happened where people were like burning books in order to control people in their minds to stop the spread of information? Like what? Andrew Tate himself has a book that he just released, and I don't know if it's been doing that good or not. So maybe his sales went down. He was like, listen, Don't read a book. Y'all not reading my book, so stop reading all books. It's just such a terrible take. I said, nah, even you know this ain't true. Stop capping. I truly believe that Andrew Tate is the type of person who just puts out information after information after information after information. False or not, and or true, he just continues to deliver and spout things. And some of it sticks, and obviously some of it just does not, but I don't think he actually cares about it, because as long as he's being talked about, then for him, he's succeeding, okay? Spreading terrible information for him works in his favor, because look at us right here on this channel talking about his whack-ass take, and now you know who Andrew Tate is if you did not know. But yeah, that's it. I just wanted to show you guys this terrible Andrew Tate take. You know, it's interesting, you know, like I clicked on one Andrew Tate video or a clip a while back. I forgot what he was talking about. And ever since then, for some reason, like now my entire clips page is all freaking Andrew Tate. And I some of the titles and some of the thumbnails are so alluring that I just click it just to hear what he has to say. And it's interesting because everything that he does say is not wrong or false. Like some of the things he says is actually correct. It's logical and is right. But then again, like I said, he sprinkles some of this nonsense and these philosophies that make no damn sense, which make me feel like he is pandering to a specific kind of person or man, trying to awaken you from the matrix. Men who feel like they've been taken advantage of, men who feel like they can't get ahead of life, men who don't have low self-esteem, men who don't know how to feel empowered, men who feel like their gender is as destroying their lives and they're not being taken as fair. That's his denomination that he's catering to, and he's just pumping them with all this information, both good and bad, so that he can create his own cult. I can go to a whole spiel about Andrew Tate, and it's not about him being some super demonic person either. You'd be surprised. But I think this man is definitely a sussy baka imposter, and he definitely needs to be checked, and he doesn't check himself. He never admits to himself or any other people when he is wrong. And I think, in my opinion, when someone does ever admit their own wrongs or falsehoods or falsities or weaknesses or at all, then that person is lying to you. But yeah, guys, that's Andrew Tate. I was thinking about bringing takes back where you guys I'd make a tweet and you guys would give me some hot takes about the week. You know, some of the trending things that are happening, you guys can give it to me. But if you don't have one yourself or you're too scared to drop it, you know, you can take someone else's hot take, like Andrew Tate, whatever, and drop it in there, and I will review it, and I will let you guys know if it's a common W or a rare error or a common L or whatever, and then we could just read it off. That might be kind of fun. I'm thinking about it. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea. Let me know what you guys think about Andrew Tate and also this tweet that he made. So guys, this is really sad news, okay? But if you guys didn't hear from yesterday, Seasonal Depressed Slut, still love that username, said Ellen's DJ, So You Think You Can Dance alumni and Step Up star Twitch passed away. This news hit me really heavy. If you guys don't know this dude, I saw him a long time ago. I was watching So You Think You Can Dance, and this one of the few black dudes that came up there named Twitch up there. It was a ball of energy, just crazy energy, crazy positive energy. I ain't never seen anybody display that much kind of like energy in their life. I could see the freaking life force. And he was also a DJ for Ellen. So if you watched Ellen while the Ellen show was up, that was your boy right there on the side. But man, a reminder that regardless of how happy someone seems or how well things look to be going in lives, you never know what they may be feeling going through inside. Rest in peace, Twitch. So yeah, rest in peace to the boy Twitch, man. And just a gentle reminder for those of you guys out there, you never know what somebody is going through, okay? Next time you talk to somebody, they tell you they fine, there's a good chance they might not be fine. I mean, maybe they are, but maybe they're not. It's good to sometimes look past the barrier. And I'm not telling you to sift through people's brains and minds and try to figure out exactly what they're thinking. But I do think that when you have a little bit of empathy and you realize that, you know, humans struggle externally and internally. And sometimes someone you're talking to can have deep, dark thoughts, that I think that can kick in a little bit of empathy when you respond to people on the internet, when you say something or don't say something. You know what I'm saying? Just be on the lookout, be on the watch. I'm not telling you to be Superman or save nobody like that, but I've seen time and time again some of the most brightest, positive, best people, Robin Williams, all of these guys who bring a lot of joy into people's lives who end up taking their own because they lacked that internally. So rest in peace to the guy Twitch, man. So for those of you guys don't know, the other day from my last video when I said that Pokemon Scarlet and Violet was good, well, unfortunately, I have some bad news. Well, it turns into good news, but the bad news is that I got my gamer card revoked, okay? I was no longer a gamer for a specific period of time. I tweeted, I regret to inform you that I am no longer a gamer, and it was a tweet by this guy named Venomous7321. I pinned it and liked it and everything. He said, Omni, sorry to break it to you, you don't know games either. The words, I like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, actually came out of your mouth. Understand you have no right to talk about games after saying those words. So it hurts, man, but that's the law. I mean, that's the rules. I mean, he don't make them up. It just is what it is. And I said the words, I like Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, so I was no longer a gamer. That was until I realized that same day, Scott Wozniak, Scott the Woz, the boy, the man, the myth, the legend himself. We talk about him on this channel all the time, always hyping him up and loving his content. I've been watching him for years. Follow me. I was like, what the heck? Where did this even come from? Why is Scott following me? How did he even find me? But you guys know we talk about him on the channel. We show off his charity and all that stuff. And I was like, holy crap. The boy, and I mean, if you get followed by Scott the Woz, then you are a true gamer. It reinstates your gamer license, since Scott Woz being basically, you know, the gamer man, the myth, the legend himself. So I just wanted to use this segment to let you guys know that I am in fact back to being a true gamer. It's weird though. There's a lot of talk about Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and this is kind of random, okay? I'm gonna switch over to my boy, the Act Man. Ever since that whole situation with the Act Man and YouTube and I think Quantum TV or whatever, I discovered him then and I started watching all of his content. I was like, oh my God, this is... This guy's funny. He makes good content, okay? He makes good YouTube videos. Go subscribe to him if you haven't already. But he tweeted out and said, Scarlet and Violet are easily the worst and most uninspired Pokemon games I've played. Oh my God. It's not just the graphics and the glitches, the gameplay and the open world blow ass. I'm honestly stunned how bad this is, video and coming. It's wild to me, because Scarlet and Violet is easily one of the best Pokemon games for me that I have played. Like, when it comes to the graphics and the glitches, I've experienced not one glitch, zero. I think one time a Pokemon fell down the waterfall, right? And then he drowned, like but it looks kind of funny and weird. But I can't, one time I might have jumped up a mountain and then I fell down and then my body kept gliding as I hit the ground. But other than that, like, I have not faced any kind of weird technical difficulties, which is wild. And in terms of just funness and gameplay in the open world, like, I enjoy it. It's not like, you know, I want to say super engaging, but I can sit back and relax and just catch Pokemon, boom, false swipe, boom, throw a Pokeball, get my Pokedex up. Oh, you know, let me go fight, you know, a new gym. Oh, let me go fight a new gym dude and go send some Pokemon out. Oh, let me go catch some Pokemon. It's one of those things where I was just like, this is something that I'm not just cutting off. And I've already put way more hours into this Pokemon game than I have for many, many other previous games combined. So I'm curious about this video, man. Even my boy Tierzoo right underneath here and Jarvis Johnson said, dang, I don't know. I loved Scarlet. And I don't normally enjoy Pokemon games. And my boy Jarvis Johnson, I'm having myself a ball, 80 hours in. Jarvis is on my Switch. And whenever I log into my goddamn on Switch, Jarvis is sitting there, is like, playing Pokemon. I think recently he just finished his Pokédex. Like, people are going in on it. I'm curious, but okay, this was just a side comment. We're just kind of talking and chilling on here, but that's me. That's Scott following me. That's Ackman about to make a video about Pokemon. Let me know how you guys feel. All right, guys, it's here. Okay, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The second trailer for the second movie is here, or is it the first trailer? I can't even remember, but it's officially here and it looks freaking fire. Okay, Miles Morales is flying around. They found out he's black, Omni. They jumping him. I can't show it to you guys because I got copyright striked for it, but the trailer looks so good. You got Miles Morales flying around. You have like 80 different versions of Spider-Man all over the place, chasing him, trying to beat his ass. And you're just like, what the heck is going on? Why is he enemy number one? What is all these spider dudes doing? I don't know any of the things about the Spider-Verse or Spider-Man or anything like that. But it was really cool to see the trailer, the conversation between him and his mom kind of talking and saying, you know, like, Miles, I love you, man. I just want to let you know that when you enter this world, just, you know, I hope you know that it's going to be a little different and stuff. And all you see is him just getting jumped, which is just real life, man. As soon as you leave that place of love and home, if you have your mom with your moms or whatever, or whoever it is taking care of you, the world is just out to jump you. They out to take your money. They want to take everything, your time, your energy, everything from you, man. This is real life. This is Miles Morales growing up. So I'm super excited for this movie when it does come out next year. There's going to be a frame one watch. If you don't like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, or if you know somebody who doesn't like Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, let me just say this right here for the record. They are not to be trusted, and they are scarier and worse than Nesmane. My boy Addict said, hey, Oompaville and Nikocado Avocado started a podcast and I am loving it. That's right. The dynamic duo is back and it works. If you guys don't know, there's a YouTuber by the name of Oompaville where he makes videos almost every day, where he does commentary on stuff, or sometimes on his streams. Really funny dude, and most recently he's been collaborating with Nikocado Avocado. Nikocado Avocado came over to his house, and they just basically did a documentary series about their adventures and eating and mukbangs and all of it, and it works because they're not similar at all, but they complement each other really freaking well. Anyway, the podcast is called D-Fire Podcast. They almost already have 100,000 subscribers in the little time that it's been up, but it's the official podcast of Oompaville and Nikocado. Is an hour and 16 minutes for this first episode. I'll just show you guys just a little bit at the beginning, and you guys should come here and subscribe as well because it's good content.
This is a cold open. I don't think you're supposed to say cold open for a cold open on a podcast, but nothing's bizarre about this at all. Nothing at all weird about this over here, or nothing at all?
No, not really.
Freaking wild Pokemon, Nikocado Avocado.
It's called the dumpster fire. He's behind me, isn't he? Excuse me! It's actually really scary. Guys! I'm gonna beat you!
Welcome, everybody, to the Dumpster Fire Podcast.
I've seen Nikocado Avocado just like be himself and just yell. I've seen that freaking Nikocado cry just out of nowhere so many times, right? And I'm thinking to myself, that's it. It gets old. After a while, it will stop being funny because that's how comedy works. Repetition of the same thing, not funny. But for whatever this man, Nikocado Avocado, to me is absolutely freaking hilarious. And I have a hard time not laughing at his antics, whether he repeats it or not.
I'm the main host, Caleb, aka Oompaville.
Excuse me.
And then we have Nick.
No.
Introduce yourself.
No. First of all, you're not the main host. Let's make this clear.
Who has more subs on YouTube?
Oh, no. Shh. Oh, sorry, everyone. I'm going to try my best not to do shh in your ears because this is my first time ever doing a podcast. And yes, he has more subs than me, but half of them came over from me because how did you get those subs, Oomp?
Exploitation.
Yeah, using me for 2 years.
Exploitation.
How I ended up in this chair, God only knows.
I know. I paid you so much money.
Oh, wait. Don't make me look that greedy.
You say it all the time.
I'm allowed to say I'm greedy. You're not. It's like I can fat shame me. You can't fat shame me. You get it? That's how it goes.
Yeah. So what is your goals recently?
So as you guys can see already, the back and forth banter within the first 1 minute and 40 seconds already is it just works, man. This could be really, it gives me vibes of, you guys remember Ethan Klein? And what was that girl's name? Dang, I can't believe I forgot her name. Frenemies, that's what it was. Trisha Paytas, man. Like, as much drama there is when it comes to Trisha Paytas and when it comes to like Ethan Klein and stuff like that, Frenemies, from the clips that I've seen, they worked. They were two completely different, wild, weird people that kind of connected together and made conversation. And you were like, what in the world is this banter? I'm here for it. And it worked. And then that didn't play out well. So very curious to see how Oompaville and your boy Nikocado Avocado play out as well. Go follow them on all the platforms and go watch the podcast and support them. I definitely will. So guys, we have some really wild, crazy news. Unfortunately, boys Crypto Man said, hey, Crypto Nan said Henry Cavill unfortunately will not be returning as Superman. That's right, man. Henry Cavill, the man, the myth, the legend himself that everyone's been waiting for to see for a new Superman, unfortunately has announced that he won't be reprising his role as Superman. He made this tweet on his Twitter and he said, I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it's sad news, everyone. I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October, prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. Changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. If you guys don't know, James Gunn, I believe now is like the CEO. Like he's the one that's running the ship now. And he came in, took the ship, and the first thing he said is, Superman is out. We are getting another Superman. He said, for those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember, Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he sets for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards. Anyway, the tweet on discussing film has 186,000 likes. That's how much people are talking about in traction. 26,000 quote retweets. People are big baby rage crypto mad on here. Okay, I was about to say crypto, but Kryptonian mad. Posted this picture here. James Gunn, he said James Gunn going from potential savior to absolute trash with this choice. Now this is kind of interesting. Someone said here, to be fair, the DCEU is currently rebooting and James Gunn wants to tell a story with a younger Superman, which I don't think is actually a terrible idea, because if you guys don't know, and one of my favorites, I haven't liked a lot of the Supermans back in the past, and a lot of people will show you based on movie reviews that most of the Superman movies are not too good. However, one of my favorite Supermans that I've seen in the past, I forget his name, but it's from the TV show called Smallville, and I can't remember that guy's name, but the dude was like basically a young Superman, Clark, and it had high school themes and all that jazz, and in my opinion, that was one of the best showings of what is Superman. Now, technically, he's not being Superman, but I'm guessing what James Gunn wants to do is what Spider-Man's doing. We're showing like young Superman growing up, coming of age, so that they can progress it further and further and further. Kind of like what the Marvel Universe is doing, which is a formula that does work. And not one that I've seen them do too much on the big screen. A lot of the times on the big screen when it comes to Superman, it's just, I'm Superman, I'm here, I'm super strong. For some reason, you figured out a way to nerf me for like the majority of the movie, so I can only do so much. But then once the chains are off, then I just become Superman. That's literally how the movies go. But what's even wilder, guys, is that Henry Cavill is no longer going to be the guy from The Witcher as well. Like, this is, when I think of Henry Cavill, I think of three things: The Witcher, Superman, and him building a PC. Well, he is no longer going to be Superman. He is no longer going to be the dude from Witcher. And if he's already built his PC, so he don't need to do it again. Everything that makes him is now gone. But yeah, it is what it is. We'll see. I'm not a huge fan of DCEU. The universe there has been really crappy and bad. Like, they just make bad. The one movie that I remember that I really liked was Wonder Woman, the first one. I really liked the first Wonder Woman, and then after that, it just went down hood. Apparently, Wonder Woman 3 is canceled and stuff. So I don't know what they're going to do with it, but like, come on, man, just copy Marvel, okay? Marvel's doing it right. Just copy them, okay? But just make it darker and grittier. Take out some of the hee ha ha's. You know, we already got the Batman looking really freaking good. Keep doing stuff like that, and you will be all honky dory. All right, guys, that's all I have for today's video. If you made it to the end, do me a favor, drop that like, okay? It's important to let me know that you guys made it to the end of the video, okay? Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Have a great weekend, guys. Christmas is coming. Like I said, go get that Christmas shopping done quick, fast, in a hurry. Be careful, because I know it's getting cold. You know, snow is coming down, icy roads, all that jazz. Stay warm. And I know this is also a time for a lot of people to get really sad and depressed. That seasonal depression in the holidays, sometimes when you lose somebody or if you're alone or something like that, just know that, hey, man, we are all in this together, okay? If you're watching my channel, this is a community, and I love you guys. And I really do hope you guys are good. I'll try to stream a little bit more because I like to, talk to you guys like in person or live kind of thing. But I hope you guys know that everything's going to be okay, man. One of my reasons is just a little side bit, but whenever I get sad sometimes, the future is uncertain kind of thing, I always think to myself, man, there is a lot of good food that needs to be eaten. A lot of good food. There's a lot of good video game and animes that have not come out that I need to stay alive to watch and play, man. And there's a lot of good people out there that you have not discovered that can, potentially be your friends, best friends, your lover, your mate, that are literally just there. You just have not found out. And if you exit too early before that comes, that would just be an absolute shame. I know things get hard, but we're all struggling, man. We just got out of this pandemic, and it's, and I keep talking about the pandemic because we all suffered it like almost at the same level, but like, it's going to be okay. And I love you guys, okay? So I'll talk to you guys later, and I appreciate you guys watching me, man. All right, take it easy. I'll talk to you later. Peace.